So, everybody, welcome to episode 4 of the Truckers Bible podcast. As usual, we have producer Matt here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Don is not able to get here. He had other commitments. But instead, I have Martin Ryan Holliges, Tegan Dunn, and Jason Finn. So, guys, how are you?
Sure.
I don't know if there should be applause, but we're here anyway.
Holy
We made
applause
it.
till the end.
So, what's the story? He's well?
Tipping away now.
Sure, living the dream as always.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sound so excited.
You know what the dream stands for, don't you?
Well,
Dead
Tegan.
inside, rethinking all of life's decisions, eating everything, and I can't remember what the last two are.
Tegan, see the black thing? Get it close to your mouth.
how you going?
That's
we
better.
did run her through a whole process before we started this, but
And she
obviously
seemed like she had
did not.
experience, but not
She looked like she handled.
So, Tegan, tell me about this now. You started out with a farming background and a lot with diggers and everything.
Yeah. The father at home and they do the civils and plant hire. And that's how I kind of got into machines first and love for driving and, you know, everything around that. And then got trained up there, had to graft for years before I was let work on sites with him or anything. And then I also had love for farming, so I turned around and went to do my green cert and got in with working with a dairy farmer just outside Port there, Bernard King, and worked for him for a couple of years and got the license.
But say, was the farming, was that something that was in you since a child that you wanted to do, or?
Yeah, the father has a small farm. We used to farm suckler cows
Yeah.
and just grew up around them. Used to be scared of them. Used to run away from them the whole time, but
But that was what you kind of wanted to do when you were younger.
yeah, loved animals, everything about them, and just never knew anything different really.
And then what? Like, then you went off, got the green cert. Then what was your plan?
I didn't really have one. It was more
You winged it.
winged it. Yeah.
Then what put you into doing the truck driving?
The father would have a few lorries and just always loved driving. I said since I was young, and even growing up, going to all the shows and everything, I said someday I'm going to be out there driving. So I've seen my opportunity when there's a course through the ETB for a traineeship,
Okay.
and I applied for it, got into it, and that was a full-time course, and they gave us the rigid license, the Arctic, ADR, CPCs, everything you wanted.
Oh, wow.
So I
You got
took
that all in one place.
all into one spot, yeah.
Fucking hell. And then,
How did you find that now? Because I've known a few people who have gone through that, and I've kind of heard mixed opinions, but it's kind of from different parts of the country. Like,
Yeah. My uncle was there and I says about getting the license. That'd be the brother's father. He'd be in business with the father. And I think his wife or him stumbled across it on Facebook or something. It came up that there's a course, HGV course coming up. So he forwarded it on to me and I looked into it and just rang them up and said, what's the story with this?
wow.
Yeah. And never looked back since that day.
Fair enough. And say, when you got your license and everything, did you find it hard to get a job in a lorry?
At first I did. I
Did you-
was still full-time working on the farm in the middle of Cavan and everything, so
That was still your main priority.
that was my main priority.
So you weren't really.
Yeah. And even to get insurance, like, it was hard for a lot of, because being young,
What age are you now, Tegan?
23,
Yeah.
so it's hard for a lot of companies, they won't insure you. So I got in touch with Brian Buggy and that,
Okay.
who'd be a friend, and just asked him one day for a job, and he said, sure, come in, we'll have a chat about it. And he said, we'll go for a test drive and see how we get on. And that was the start of that.
Did you find many like odd looks or people being like, oh God, like, it's a woman in this industry kind of thing, or
Yeah, the whole time.
yeah.
The whole
she
time.
still gets those odd looks down the
Yeah.
yard.
It's
Every time.
2024 people.
Yeah. You'll be there, next thing they're driving along, and it's like, going up the road.
Did we hire somebody to clean the lorry?
So to be fair to Brian, like, he gave you a good start in the
Yeah.
industry.
Without him, sure, I probably wouldn't be with Ryan's or at now. I wouldn't have the gained experience or...
Did you apply to other places?
No, not at the time.
So it was just kind of by talking and
by
chatting.
talking and chatting and whatnot.
Okay.
It was actually quite funny because we were drunk at the Drifter Style show when I asked him for the job.
That's the best time to ask people
That's the
for a
best
job
time.
No,
when they're
lad,
hammered.
Monday morning I'll be there.
Yeah.
But it worked out well for you.
Yeah. And I actually had to ring him at dinner time Monday to be like, did I actually ask you for a job and am I meant to come in today?
So you even missed the morning.
Yeah.
Your first day, you missed the morning.
I know. He told me to come in that evening to have a chat
Oh, okay,
after on
okay.
the farm, like, so it wasn't too bad.
And you missed the farming.
I do, yeah. Some days, you know, if everything's going wrong and it's just not your day, and next thing I'm there, I'm like, even when the cows broke out, it couldn't be this bad.
And both of you work for the same company, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same jobs, similar jobs. If you've listened to you, obviously know I know nothing about this industry.
No, so you're all walking floors since you started.
Yeah.
I do more of, I do everything. So I do everything: containers, curtains, iders. I've done a little bit on the floors, but not much. Tippers. My main crack is ADR tankers.
You said that to me like I know exactly what
What's
you're
that?
talking about.
Hazardous
This is a
chemical
learning-
tankers.
Oh, okay, right.
There's
Yeah.
a learning curve from Matt every week.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
yeah,
week
yeah,
is a new
yeah.
week for me.
And
I
do you
drive
enjoy
my
it?
car and that's it.
Do you enjoy it?
What? The driving?
Like the
or-
ADR and that?
The ADR is good when it goes right, when everything goes right, and there's no kind of complications with loads or paperwork or delivery or anything like that. It's great. It's the best thing that I've found so far, and it is fair handy. Like,
Yeah.
I won't even sugarcoat that. It's quite handy. Like, I think the most I've done is maybe 3 loads in a day, and that was 3 very local loads. Like,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it's 1 load a day really, and it's great.
So Jim's going to get fired on Monday.
But now, you have a different background now. You were a paramedic.
Yeah, for my sins.
And how long were you doing that?
So it was about 9 years in total before I went driving full time. But I was kind of on and off with a lot of other things as well in the meantime. Like this is the first time in my life I've had one job.
All right.
Like everything up to now I've
Were you
had
getting sacked the whole time?
no, as in like I've always had like 2 jobs at the same time.
Okay.
And it was just that way. So like people ask me, oh sure, you can do this and you can do that and you can do this. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, oh, but you're only so old. And it's like, you have 20 years experience in everything. And it's like, yeah, it's called overtime. But no, so I suppose, yeah, I started out in sort of the ambulance work side. I was 19, went over to England, cut my teeth over there, came back here, bounced around a couple of jobs, and I was in the health service here for, I think, just shy of 7 years.
Okay.
So yeah. And,
What brought you into truck driving then?
so I grew up around trucks. My father was a truck driver.
Okay.
And he was a continental driver.
All right.
Geez. And Continental in the good times, like back in the boom times,
Yeah.
when they were on ridiculous money. So that was his crack. That was what he always did. And so, like, he had me driving the truck when I was 13. Not on the road, obviously.
Not on the road.
No,
Private roads.
private roads, private yards. But so I did that, and I probably saw half of Europe by the time I was 15. Like,
Oh, really? You went a lot with him?
oh yeah, just anytime I could. Like, it was gas. I was only thinking about it on the way up here. Like, you would nearly come back to school after Christmas break. You come back like second week of January or something like that, and the lads would be asking you, "Oh, sure, what did you get up to?" And say, "Oh, I went and saw the grandparents, or I went and saw the cousins, or something like that." And it's like, "Well, I went off with the father, and we left there on a Thursday and collected a load down in Cork, went up to Dublin, got the boat over to Liverpool, down through England, got the train over to France, Belgium, Luxembourg, spent New Year's in South Germany, back into France, into Switzerland, through the Alps, down through the Gotthard Tunnel, which is 16 kilometers
Yeah, I
long.
know. It's savage, isn't it?
Spent 2 days knocking around Milan, and then back up through France, England,
The whole
Wales,
thing way back again.
into Roslair, and then Tipperload in Ireland. And they're like, what?
Yeah, but it's wild though.
Yeah.
It's kilometers you can go through in the country. You can go
Oh,
through
yeah.
very quick. Like,
I think the most I ever did with him was 5,000 kilometers, 10-day stretch.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think we only spent 8 days of that driving because we had to park up in Germany for a driving ban.
Wow.
So
And is the continental work something you'd like to do now?
I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind giving it a try, but just circumstances at the minute, I'm kind of a home bird right now. So
Sorry, when you say you had to park up for 8 days for a driving ban, as in you got banned off the road for 8 days?
No,
No, out of the 10 days, they were parked
Yeah.
up for 2 days.
we
Oh,
had to park up for 2 days. Certain countries in Europe, on certain days of the year, HGVs are not allowed to drive.
Okay. all right.
And Sundays. Sundays in France.
Sundays in France, yeah,
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck is that?
They just don't want you on the road.
Pricks.
Yeah.
Plain and simple French pricks.
Yeah.
The French and Aer Lingus.
Yeah, like, but unless you have, like, if you're going with livestock or
Yeah.
perishable goods,
Yeah.
you can go. Other than that, no.
Oh, well, that makes
Nah,
way
the
more
whole
sense,
it's fucking great to drive through it then. It is great.
Have you done any European stuff, Tegan?
No. I'd love to have a go at it. Though.
Would you?
Yeah.
And say you're doing the walking floors now.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
I love the hardship.
You kind of thrive on hardship, though, don't you?
I live off it. Yeah.
See that big
Hardship
black-
and coffee.
I just
Get it up, get it close to your mouth where it should be.
I love the hardship. Back to the big black cock.
Get it even closer to you for more hardship.
More hardship.
As close as you usually like it.
If you wanna angle it down like that, so that it just points up, so it's not like blocking your face. But you know,
What?
you grab a hold of it to fuck.
Just close enough.
Wherever you like it.
You can't put it around the back though. It won't
No.
work around there.
I tell you, I've seen this arm stretch.
angle.
There's a lot of movement. A lot of movement.
You don't know where hinges are.
So,
So anyway,
and what sort of hardship you getting?
Just some of the yards you'd be going into, and you know, like the way you go into a yard and they'd be expecting a lad to show up, and next thing they see a little 5 foot nothing girl rocking in the yard, and they're like, "Do you want me to reverse that for you?"
Oh, how does that go down for you?
I just kind of stare at them like, "Yeah, I'd just like you to get out of my way and tell me where I have to go."
Get out of the way
keep
before I
saying
run you
walking
over.
floors. What the fuck is walking floors?
It's basically just a box trailer where the floor walks out. Instead of tipping up or that, the floor will walk itself.
Right.
And it has a door that'll push the whole load out through the back of
Okay,
it.
yeah. Right.
They're savage bits of kit, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. Like I can be in the trailer with like load of ton bags and I can load up, like say a forklift come in, I'll put it on it and then use my phone
Yeah.
and I'll be able to use the phone to control the floor.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, it's
So you're more agricultural kind of side of things in what you're doing.
Not really.
not really, no.
No, because you'd be doing
It's a lot
the
of
wood chip.
waste and stuff.
There's a bit of
Oh,
wood
okay.
chip.
Wood
and
chip, fucking rubbish,
Rubbish.
Yeah.
everything.
everything and anything that'll fit into it now will go into it. Bit of
Jesus
steel.
Christ, Tegan, you're not helping yourself out here, are you?
If it fits. And if it doesn't, there's always WD-40.
That was burn.
Not for fuck's sake. Say it. So far in the trucking industry for you, what have you found is hardest part that you've come across? And that's a question from Stephen Dillon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, fight Stephen. The hardest part. See, if I compare it to the ag side of things, to trucking and ag, I got more hardship, say, off the male counterparts than I have in the trucking. Like the lads in the trucking, they're so helpful, and normally the few that aren't helpful, they're like just a normal lad that doesn't have a license or whatnot, and he'd be like, "I'll reverse that for you." I'm like, "Have you even a car license?" Yeah, but like, I never really had much trouble with them. Just the odd snarky comment or like other than that, it's nothing you can't really take. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But it was worse than the agri side of things, was it?
yeah.
What way was it worse than the agri side?
Well, it's not worse. It is a small bit worse. But, like, they're more judgmental in the ag side.
Farmers are
Of,
pricks.
yeah.
That's a very broad, sweeping term, isn't it?
There's half the listenership gone.
I know. But I think it just depends who you have around you as well. Like, once you have a good support system, like the likes of CE, he texted me the other day.
Oh God. Yeah.
He texted me on Snapchat the other day. yeah, your covers, it's a bit loose there.
No, hold on back. I sent you a very panicked voice note.
Yeah, wasn't I? Hey, by the way, your
Shouting
cover
at
is
you.
loose.
Tegan, the cover is about to blow off your trailer.
It looked grand in the mirror.
Was that your statement to the guards after you destroyed a car behind you?
I don't know. No,
Oh, it wasn't the guards you had to worry about.
it was the angry drivers at 8 o'clock in the morning trying to get through the Limerick tunnel when I shut it.
You shut the tunnel. How do you shut the tunnel?
The cover was flapping and it hit off the sensor, and the red lights came up and the barriers came down. I was looking at the sign I was like, overhyped vehicle, Gardaí have been contacted. Well, I was in the sweats. I was absolutely.
You never told me this.
I was in the sweat. I was on the phone. Then next thing I ring Martin, and I was like, Martin, I'm after closing the tunnel over a high vehicle. And then he's like, yeah, I know.
He'd already knew.
He already knew before I had rang him. Was it you that rang him?
No.
Someone rang him, I think. And
Fucking Andrew Murray, I bet you.
Oh, probably.
yeah. Oh, stop.
And like, what happens? Like, so you're obviously the tunnel is shut down. You're
Yeah.
stuck in it.
The
The,
big line
guards
of
have been
traffic-
called.
Well,
Fucking
the guards didn't show up. It was the motorway
Yeah,
maintenance
yeah.
lads.
Yeah.
And next thing, about 10 miles of traffic building up behind me. Me there trying to tie on the storm straps to get the cover to sit down that bit tighter. Next thing to come up and they're like, oh yeah, you can't get through now. So you're going to have to reverse back up the motorway, up over the tunnel and into Limerick City and back out to Shannon that way, out the old road.
Fuck, does that make
Are you
sense?
joking?
Yeah, that's
Swear to
what they
God.
make people do.
I had to reverse back up the motorway.
Even though you were the problem at the front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you just moved, everybody else
Yeah.
could move. Like,
Yeah, but they won't let you. Regulation, once you set off the sensor, you're not allowed.
so you're just banned from the Limerick Tunnel.
I don't know. Just that one time.
yeah.
Yeah, so ended up having to. So they opened one lane and they brought everyone up around me, and then as the people were coming around me, I was reversing back up.
See,
That's
they were all allowed out and you weren't.
Yeah, and I had to, as they were coming up from behind me, I had to reverse back up about half a mile.
And you're just getting an absolute barrage of middle fingers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah,
I didn't want to go to work anyway.
and it got even worse. Finally got into where I had to get loaded. Next thing, went onto the weighbridge. Your man's like, did you get caught? Because obviously he knew I was late coming in. So he turns around to me and was like, did you get caught on at the Limerick Tunnel? And I burst my whole laugh. I was like, oh,
Was that in a yard in Shannon?
yeah,
I know how they know.
yeah, so do I.
Yeah, because the girl that runs the
girl-
weighbridge got stuck behind you. Because she's gotten stuck behind me before on the same thing.
You
the
shut
same
down
thing.
the fucking tunnel.
No,
as well.
I didn't. I got stuck behind a fella that did. And actually, this is a stupid story, and it showed. Okay, can I say that the people that run the Limerick Tunnel are stupid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
say what you want.
So,
Well, if
Don't
seeing
give a
as
shite.
they were told to reverse up a motorway,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
so I was going through the tunnel one morning, and like that, the barriers literally shut in front of me.
I didn't even know there was barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
And
barriers,
big
and they
red
just
light.
come straight down. But there was a lad driving through, and he had bales of something on the trailer. I can't remember what it was, but he wasn't over height. But when he was coming up to the sensor, a bird flew in front of the sensor and triggered
You're
it.
shutting down the fucking thing every week.
So they closed they closed the tunnel. But even though he didn't actually cause it to shut down, they still wouldn't let him through.
Yeah,
And they made him reverse back and drive up over.
yeah,
I bet you a fucking magpie.
definitely. Or a big
Magpie.
pigeon, a big fat pigeon.
Yeah.
But from a safety point of view, like, how do you actually tell somebody, right, tell you what, we're going to have a heap of moving traffic just come around you. You're going to just barely see out, but go on, reverse back up there to fuck half a mile anyway. Like, how does that make any sense?
Sure doesn't. Like, it's like
Anybody
you,
who works for Limerick Tunnel, if you're listening to this, ring us because you're cunts.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
We'd love to know
But like
how it
Tegan was the problem. Yeah, she was at the front, and she had to go back behind fucking
But
everyone.
that's what I'm saying. If you just move forward, everybody else moves forward. Like, it's
Well, she completely ignored all the height signs, knowing full well that she was over height. Like, you know.
Yeah. I didn't think that was a thing. To be honest. Music was playing.
Have you gone through the Jack Lynch yet?
No.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
can't wait.
Oh, God help you.
I fucking hope I'm not there when you are.
Okay,
Anyway.
I will tell you now, you are over height for the Jack Lynch. Don't do it.
But you weren't actually over height for the Limerick, were you? It was
No,
just
it was
a
just
flap.
a cover.
Yeah.
Just a cover that was.
We don't have that in flapping.
But it's the thing with those walking floor trailers that you're pulling. they're actually so tall that they're that much off the limit for the Limerick Tunnel.
Yeah.
They're so close.
You'd be crawling going through.
Yeah,
Right.
that if you're going through with one of
a
those,
stone or
if you hit a bump, it'll trigger it.
Yeah.
That close, is it?
Yeah.
You'd think like the max height would be like another 2 foot from
Yeah.
where it's actually supposed to
Oh,
be.
geez,
like,
no.
fucking-
Oh, no. Especially out in Europe.
Oh.
The height is the height. And then you can look back in your mirror at times when you're in Europe and you can just fucking see millimeters.
'Cause there's a fucking railway bridge down past the Heritage Hotel in Portlaoise or Midlands Park, whatever the fuck it's
Gets
called
hit
now.
once a
Oh.
week there.
Every
Yeah.
and Monday mornings I'd be coming in like maybe around 10, 11 o'clock or whatever, and I have to drive down that road, and every fucking week there's some fella stuck in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's one in the middle of Limerick City. Now, you'd never go in there in a truck, but every week a van hits it.
Yeah. Van.
Yeah. It's by the Pier 1 Hotel. The road goes underneath the main road on the bridge by the old rowing club. And I think it's 2.5 meters or something like that. It's ridiculously low. And like every week vans are hitting it.
So what do you think on like so the road out, you know where Portlaoise Golf Club is and
Yeah.
that road out that way. So for the last, I don't know how long, it nearly went on for a year. They narrowed that road now going out there, right out towards the motorway, and made these big massive paths and cycling fucking lanes
Yeah.
and whatever, right? But the whole idea
big
behind
mess.
it was to stop
Lorries.
lorries
Yeah.
coming down. And I'm like, all it's done now is make me go, I hope I can get through this now when a fucking lorry is coming at me.
Yeah.
Like, is that not kind of shit for me?
How do you think we feel when we meet another
Yeah.
lorry and we're
Yeah.
there and you're
Yeah.
looking in yourself
Absolutely.
like, I'll fit through
Absolutely.
this?
Like, how the fuck does shit like that work? How does it even pass in your industry? Like,
No,
I suppose
well,
you kind of like, if you're meeting people, especially as a
You
lorry
slow
driver, you're
down.
kind of looking ahead.
yeah.
Like, even there's one road there out of Johnstown Bridge heading for Enfield, and it's a narrow-ish bridge. It's not very narrow, but usually if you're meeting a lorry's on it, the other lorry will wait back.
yeah. But like, that would have been, I'm just saying in general, like that would have been one of the main roads to come into for anybody, not even just lorries. But if it done its job and deterred you from going there, there's no other fucking way around
Yeah.
the town. Like,
No.
how are you supposed to?
They want you to try
That,
to
is
push
that
you.
where you're supposed to go? Out
Yeah.
through past the plaza and
Yeah,
into
out that way.
Right.
And then they did the same. They didn't narrow it as much.
Mm.
You know, the link road going around past all the primary schools.
Yeah.
Sure. They want that for the lorries, but then they built 3 or 4 schools up on them
Yeah.
with the
Just
traffic.
just in case you really wanted to plough through their children
Yeah.
now, they're there at these times.
But I suppose when you're meeting lorry drivers and bad roads or like bridges, and that, you kind of have a bit of respect for each other,
Yeah.
and you kind of make it work
yeah.
for the best of each other. But
You have to. You've no other choice. Like,
yeah,
Whoever's
Yeah.
closer to the gap.
Yeah.
you wait or
Is there kind of unwritten codes in it? Because every time I see two
Yeah,
lorries pass
absolutely.
each other, they flash, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all can't know each other. I don't give a fuck. You all don't know each other.
I think we do, though.
in a way,
In a way, you do.
you can relate to them some way, or you know something about them, and like I know there's loads of people that flash me every day. I only met Jason for the first time today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
same.
he's flashed me in that trip.
Yeah.
Tegan's only met him, but you flash each other, and it's I don't know. It's kind of just friendship thing, like
Yeah.
We know
Sorry,
each other.
I called you Jim earlier on. Sorry, I don't know why
Jim.
I called you
Near enough. But no, there's loads of people like, and there's loads of people I flash and wave at every day, just through Snapchat and whatever. And I've never met them.
Yeah.
and I meet them all eventually.
Oh no, yeah, but like that's a public figure kind of thing.
But not even
Not
though.
even public. But I'm just saying, no matter where I am, if I'm driving on the motorway and there's lorries there and there's lorries coming down the other way, they're all just flashing each other.
But there actually, do you know, there is a bit of a public figure thing about it
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, there's a bunch of like trucking groups on Facebook,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We all share photos of each other.
Yeah.
And, like, there's competitions for the cover photo every week and
Yeah.
all that. And I've never won any of them. Do you know, Jerry, Stephen, if you're listening. But
Hint, hint.
yeah. But we all do that. And you kind of get to know.
You get to
you get
recognise
to
the
know
lorries.
people's trucks.
Yeah.
Like
And then
there's a load of people, especially when I'm going up around Dublin, I'm going around the M50. There's loads of people that flash me. I haven't a clue who any of them are. I don't even know their trucks.
I never know you unless you flash me. So
I know, yeah.
Fucking Martin Rain lorries. There's that many
Sure,
cunts,
jeez,
like.
the fleet is huge. Like, you couldn't. Massive, successful company.
But do you
like.
ever notice, say like a walking floor, like I'm driving, a lot of lads that drive walking floors will flash walking floors.
Yeah.
Containers will flash containers. Fridges will flash fridges.
when I'm on the chemi flock work, all the boys
In the
from mainline
Yeah.
who like they do the haulage for chemi flock as well, they always flash you.
Yeah.
Always.
They're the slowest.
But
cunts.
if I pass them when I'm on a container or a curtain sider,
They won't.
even look at you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yes, they're like a hierarchy snobbery in the trucking game.
And then we've got our
There
timber
is,
lads.
yeah.
We're the low
Yeah.
end. We're the low end. We small trailers like.
You're the low end, but you've got the high limiters.
I know. Fucking limiter.
What are you running? 90 plus the VAT?
No, that's 90 less VAT. Unfortunately.
Is that on the hill or off the hill?
Down the hill. No, but
I can't wait to get in and drive one of these trucks, man, because I'm
Oh,
fucking,
you come.
I have it so much overdone in my head at this stage now.
Oh, well, you've more to come. But you're coming to follow the pipe anyway.
Yeah, I should be there. Yeah, absolutely.
No, you are.
Oh, it's sorted, is it? It's happening.
Ish.
Okay. You
there's-
keep telling me ish, but I don't know what that means.
Something's happening.
Right.
We don't know what exactly, but you're coming to follow the pipe.
There's a bed somewhere.
Yeah,
Or a floor.
Yeah. There's a walking floor somewhere.
Yeah. Or just
Well, these
underneath
will-
a trailer or something.
No, we'll do something at follow the pipe now. Definitely. We're working on it.
You're right. 13th of June, is it? Or July, sorry.
July.
Yeah, it's
Two
13,
weeks-
14,
weeks'
isn't
time,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday, whenever suits you, Matt. We're open to you. Saturday be better because we won't be hungover.
Oh yeah. No, if we're doing it, it's Saturday because I'm getting fucked up too.
Yeah. Oh, no. You should probably book your hotel already.
Probably should.
Look into it. I don't know what's around fucking Mondello area.
I looked like 2
not a
weeks
whole
ago
pile.
when we were talking about it, and it's not good.
Yeah, get a load of
Play in
caravan.
around Nace. Day in Nace somewhere. Won't be too far, would it?
No, it won't be that far, but see if we can get a loan of a caravan.
Yeah.
If you get even a van and just get a blow up
That's a
mattress.
bit fucking fancy, that note is alopecia head now fucking going into a van to sleep in the back with himself and Katie now.
But you not just
I don't
find
think
out
we'll
who
go-
else is bringing a truck and just be like, oh, yeah, any chance I can sleep in your lorry there for the
Your top
night?
bunk there for the night.
Yeah.
Lads, I don't think I've ever even been in a fucking lorry. Never mind sleeping one. I have no idea what. I know I've seen how cool like the fucking cabs and shit are set up now, like with sleeping arrangements and stuff. Yeah, we'll see. We'll sort it.
Definitely figure it out.
Yeah, you going as well?
I'm not, no.
I don't know, yeah. Have to.
You'll be there either fucking way.
If I have a truck or not, I'll still be
You'll
there.
be there, yeah.
I never
probably-
missed one, yeah.
You'll probably be there.
No,
Probably
I won't.
not.
Go to Sunday.
I don't do the shows.
But you're not coming for the look, coming for the crack.
No. Too many crowds. I don't like crowds.
You don't like people.
Too many people you don't like.
I like people in small doses.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a reason he drives trucks for a living.
There's a
There's a reason behind it.
no, nail on the fucking head
Yeah.
there. There's a reason that I drive trucks and I spend a lot of time on my own.
Is that-
I actually really don't like people.
Is that why you got out of the paramedic end of it then?
That's a lot of the reasons to do it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That was part of the reason to do it, but yeah. I'm really not good in crowds. I'm still not good in crowds.
Okay.
And there was a time when I couldn't. There was a time I couldn't sit in this room with 3V. Sorry,
Right.
Fuck off.
yeah, 5 if I'm including the voice in my head.
What's that down to? Or just
A lot of it was to do with. Do you remember there was that little thing, the little pandemic there went on for a couple of years?
no.
What's that?
Oh yeah, sure didn't affect you like.
No, I
Yeah.
lost me bollocks, but I still had to work like.
Oh yeah. A lot of it was a hangover from that, you know, and you know, agoraphobia and anxiety and PTSD and all that kind of shit. So I went driving the trucks.
Yeah.
Well, I went driving the trucks out of desperation at first because I was stuck for money, and I was like, right, I have very little other applicable skills that people will pay me for, but I have a driving license and some experience, and went off doing that, and it was great because I just get into the truck, I'd be on my own, I don't have to talk to anyone.
Turn up the music.
Yeah. And at the time, I was just doing sort of part-time for the lads. And when you were doing that, it was just container work and you were kind of always loading out the same places. And you never really had to deal with anyone because it was show up, give them a reference number and reverse onto a ramp or reverse onto a bay. And that's it. You're loaded up and down, up and down, up and down. And that was it. Like, it was so handy. And then made the decision to leave and all that and went full-time. So that was grand. And over time then, I've started, this is all right. People are okay. They're not going to hurt me.
They
They're
won't
not going
bite
to
me.
kill me, like, you know. And that was it, yeah. But I still don't do the shows. I do the runs, though.
Do you miss the paramedic end of it?
No.
No?
No.
Just was too gory or...
Oh, no. There's there's parts of it I miss. There is parts of it I miss, but overall I don't. Overall, I'm way better off. Like nights were really starting to get to me. It was great when I was younger. Nights were brilliant. I used to love nights. Nights were getting to me. It was becoming seriously unsociable. But again, at the time, because I was in it, it wasn't unsociable to me because even on my days off, I'd be on my own doing bits and pieces or whatever. Like, so it was grand. It just all got a lot. It really caught up and it really started to affect me, like physically and mentally, like.
Okay.
In ways that driving trucks just don't.
But if you had to be put on night work now with the lorries, would that bother you?
Probably not. No, I've gone asking for it a couple of times. Ryan's do a bit of low loader work on nights, and I've asked about that a couple of times. Now there's kind of one particular fella that does it the whole time. And
the man is the best time.
The man never takes a day off. Like,
oh no, but nighttime is the best time.
Yeah, that's lovely. There's nothing I love more than going up the road at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning
and no one to talk to.
And
great.
You don't meet anyone for ages. It's great.
I enjoy night driving for that exactly.
Yeah.
Or my favourite time to drive a car is Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And there's nobody around.
No.
Yeah. It's heaven.
Christmas morning?
Yeah.
Where the fuck would you be going Christmas morning?
Do you want a genuine answer to that?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, go on.
Play golf.
Christmas fucking
sad
morning.
Fucker.
The majority of time we would get
What a
golf stuff
prick.
for Christmas, so we would go play golf.
Oh, you big wanker! Like you've
But
opened
there's
your
always-
presents Christmas Eve, not even Christmas Day.
No. I'm still a child. I'm still like 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I need to get up now and open presents.
5 o'clock, you open the present, 6 o'clock on the go.
Yeah.
What a wanker! Like
No, well, no. Obviously, it was only this Christmas was the first Christmas of being playing golf or whatever. But before that, it would often be just going into town to get something or pick somebody up to come over or shit like that. But I just love driving Christmas morning.
Christmas morning like that, I used to love going into town and then actually you see all the kids out with the new bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't happen much anymore, does it?
It's all
No, it's
all
just all
new
scooters
iPads
and
and
fucking
computers.
iPads. And
Yeah.
everything. But go in and then there'd be 50 kids out fucking cycling around the town, fucking new bike.
And it was great.
I used to love seeing it every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
What was your favourite Christmas presents you got as kids?
Oh, fuck me pink.
You're definitely going to say like a little truck or something.
No, sure. I wasn't really into the trucks until later years.
Yeah.
I can tell you what wasn't.
Go on.
You got handed a Barbie at some stage, didn't you?
Worse. No, I got a sewing machine.
And by any chance, Tegan, do you sew?
No, I don't. I think I took it out of the box, looked at it. I tried to put the string
Yeah.
through it.
Thread, yeah.
Tried
We can see you were an expert at it.
to put the thread through it, and I couldn't do it, so I just pulled back in the box, and it's still there today. Haven't touched it.
Is it bad that I can sew better than her? Like?
I'm going to say I probably can too.
I can't. I'm with you, Tegan.
You know, for the unicert.
Yeah.
Sure, we had to do in Mount Mellick, the Mount Mellick embroidery, so we had to make up the photo frame. And sure, I did some, I don't know, lilies or something, flowers anyway. And they're like, oh, should do it a bit every evening now when you go home. Sure, I was there watching telly, sewing it, in a school uniform, as you do, you know.
Oh, God.
Sewed yourself,
Saw it
didn't
to
you?
your skirt, didn't
Went
you?
to go put it away. The skirt pulled with it. And it wasn't even near the end. It was actually back up near the start of where I started sewing that
So you
evening.
went through the whole
So I
fucking
went through the
thing.
whole thing, so I had to go back and cut the whole thing out.
So our Jen is not going to be looking for you
Not
as
for
an
me,
employee.
no. No, definitely not.
What she does is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's classy
true
when you
skill.
just watch. Like it's cool to sit down and watch.
The real skill.
But sure, we're both wearing Jenny Clegg.
Well, I don't wear anything else. Only Jenny Clegg at the minute.
know.
Like, actually. That's
I
all
actually
wear.
do. I've
pretty
never,
much the
I've
only
never
thing I
heard
have.
anybody say it that way, and it sounds like the most prestigious clothing brand ever. What are you wearing, Jenny Clegg?
But that's
No,
what she
Jenny
needs.
Gormley. Jenny Gormley.
Oh yeah.
Stovey would
yeah,
get annoyed.
yeah.
Jenny
Sorry,
Gormley.
Stovey. Sorry.
But Jenny Clegg is better. It's better name.
It rolls off. It sounds like a designer brand, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really
But
does,
that's all I wear. I have that many t-shirts now. Like it's
But I suppose to say the likes of yourself, myself, and I know Don as well,
yeah.
it is a brand
Yeah.
It is,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
because it's kind of all we wear.
that's all I wear.
Yeah.
To be honest, either that or I wear
Long
one
lasting.
of David's t-shirts as well. That's
Yeah,
all I
yeah,
have, and that's pretty much what I wear because I don't go anywhere fancy that I need to get dressed up. Like I put on the shirt last Saturday for the digger. That was the first time, and I'd say 6 months that I wore a shirt.
See, I was always a strange fucker growing up because I had to, like, I think when I was 19 was the first time I owned a pair of tracksuit bottoms.
What?
Yeah. I would have about 8 pairs of jeans when I was growing up. I just always had to, if I was stepping out of the house, I had to be wearing clothes that you could go for a pint in. Even like when I
When you were 10.
Even when you were 12,
I didn't
like,
drink, yeah. That's just the way I described it, as clothes that you would go for a pint in, yeah. Always had to be dressed.
Prepared.
Yeah.
I only kind of wear I only wear gen stuff. That's
But you
all.
can tell, obviously, I was not working on a van or working in environments where you wouldn't want to wear good clothes or whatever.
At one stage when I was working with, say, when I was out in Belgium now in one job, I had to wear a shirt and trousers every day.
Yeah.
Every day. 7
So
days a
you
week.
hate it,
Shirt.
did you?
No, I actually didn't mind it. I like getting dressed up as well, but now I'm in the lorry on my own. And I see 5 people all day. I don't give a shite. But at that stage, say we were buying and we were selling horses, so you had to look your best. And I used to get, say, money from the guy I worked with for clothes because he wanted you dressed well.
Yeah.
So
I just found like dressing well always makes you feel a lot more comfortable, more out there, more whatever kind of a thing.
yeah, I would.
It's like making your bed in the morning because you've
Yes.
achieved a menial task. It gives you a good boost.
That's that Jocko Willnick thing, isn't it?
I don't know if that's what
it is.
but-
That's exactly, yeah.
It's the first thing you do in the morning is make. No, it was
yeah.
some big American general. or
You've
something.
achieved one thing in your day once you've made your bed.
Yeah.
You've left your house before.
yeah, you
and
started
you've
with
done
an
something good.
achievement, so
Yes.
your brain automatically goes, "Oh, we're happy today."
Yeah, you've done one good thing in the day, one job. But no, I used to wear a shirt and trousers or jeans and that, and shoes every day. I loved it.
Yeah, like I work, as you know, I work from home until like I come into studios and that. Like my 9 to 5 every day is working at home. I'm the only person in the house, and I'll get up, put on my jeans, put on a t-shirt or whatever, aftershave every day. Yeah. Aftershave, fucking everything.
You're not one of these ones that sit
Put
there
on
with the shirt
aftershave.
on top. And
No, yeah, just sitting in my jocks on a meeting and Zoom.
Oh, I've been really naked there though. Like, that's it.
And I'll be just there from 9 to 5 on my own in the house, like, and sitting at a desk.
Yeah, but I understand the aftershave bit, but the jeans.
Yeah.
No, I'd go the other way around. I understand the jeans bit. I don't understand the aftershave. Like, who are you smelling nice for, like?
Me,
yourself.
Yeah.
Smell yourself.
That's the new Packer a Van phrase. Packer a Van, smell yourself.
That was true. But like, if I was at home working all day, you wouldn't get me out of shorts.
Yeah.
All winter shorts.
I class myself as having nice legs, and I don't wear shorts that much.
You class yourself as
I
nice
do, yeah.
legs.
Yeah,
What a
fucking nice
wanker.
legs. I know well. I have
What a
nice legs.
wanker, like.
Like
What a
I'm,
wanker.
I'm one of the sad fuckers that went off and spent a load of money on really expensive black leather shorts.
Black
Leather.
leather. Sorry.
Leather.
No, black. Just not black leather. They're like Snickers, but better.
Oh, I was thinking you were really king shit here.
yeah,
like.
Oh no! Oh, we haven't gotten to that part yet.
Oh.
The gimp masks arrived 2 weeks after the shorts.
The gag.
Get the gimp.
Keep that inside, locker.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But do you know, like you talked there about, say, looking well and looking presentable and all that kind of stuff. And I always think that about in haulage. There's this perception, and there's this perception of the fat old man wearing a wife beater with food hanging down the front of it and coffee stains everywhere, driving in his jocks.
Yeah, it was pretty much the Pat Sharp breakfast roll character.
It pretty much was, wasn't it?
But-
But do you ever remember? Do you remember Eddie Stobart's made that fucking documentary?
And they
thing?
all had to wear the shirt.
And they all had to wear their shirt.
Yeah. But I think that the persona that you were saying about with the wife beater and that, in the truck, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think when them men went in to deliver or collect, they were dressed respectable.
Exactly.
And you know, there's even to listen to the talk and shop there with DC European,
Yeah.
where he's like around our age. No, he's younger. He's only 28, 29.
Something like that, yeah.
And then he had a fella working for him, but he had company shirts and trousers and everything. And one of his employers rang him, and your man was running across the fucking yard in a pair of flip-flops. No, but you're like, and he said he didn't give a shit what you wear
Yeah.
when you're in the lorry, but when you go to pick up or collect, be respectable.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
I think that's
I
100%.
definitely, and like it's not even judgment. I'm not even going to say it's judgment, even though it probably is. But like when I see people like say like fastway drivers or DPD drivers or whatever, like say walking into a shop, which you know the way to do them pickup points and stuff in shops and that now, and like you know grey cotton trackies and fucking like socks tucked in and all that stuff, and it's obviously like it's comfortable for you. You're driving around all day, you should be comfortable. But I'm sitting there going,
You need to be presentable
fucking
as well.
put some effort or something in. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no. And Tegan sent me a fucking snap the other day. Fucking tracksuit on, fucking sick of my shit.
I don't mind, like, now in like the
Fashion at his best. You had fucking boots on and a fucking pair of tracksuit.
That's when I got home.
Oh yeah, of course it was.
Straight out of Slovenia.
no, I like to say I find now in the evenings now I have gotten to a stage if I go in now I'll throw cottons on or something, which
Of course, yeah.
I would never have before. Like I would stay in jeans and a t-shirt until I was getting into bed at 9 or 10 o'clock at night or whatever.
I get home, put on a pair of shorts or a tracksuit or something straight away.
Yep.
Straight away. You fuck up. If you're wearing jeans all day, you get sick of them too. Like you just want to get comfortable.
Yeah, I don't, it's not that I don't find them uncomfortable. Like I always found jeans comfortable.
Yeah, but then you get into the tracksuit and you feel better about yourself.
Yeah. I think it's the equivalent
let
of
it
a
all
woman
hang
taking
out.
off her bra at the end of the day. Like it's
fact.
fucking yeah.
I can't really answer that. Like I could maybe do it one, but I can't answer it. Like
I took a picture on the golf course of one of the boys.
you were getting rid of offended there for a second.
I said I didn't need them.
I didn't say anything like that.
Grand set of cans on you, Tegan.
And Paul Cockman will no forward to be on this podcast.
We can talk free on this one. That's one thing.
Yeah.
It's Patreon without the money, isn't it?
I keep getting messages from people like, and it's fucking, it sound out like, because I got a load of followers on fucking Snapchat after we were out the last night. 300 ads on Snapchat after that night. And,
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the power of the cocoa.
Yeah, no,
You know?
between yourself
That's
and
the
Don
cocoa
and being
effect.
tagged in all of it or whatever. And I always found,
Coco Cowboy. That's a company name.
Get that cock up to your face there, Tegan. We can't hear you.
Are we on?
Cowboy and Cocoman. It sounds like an 80s crime duo. Like a detective duo.
You know there's a big difference already.
no, there is. And what I was saying, I suppose, was a lot of like truckers on the road now will snap me about the podcast. Be like, it's great seeing people free, talking freely and, you know, not just talking shite. And obviously when you're driving all day, I imagine you want something decent to listen to. It's not the fucking radio at this stage. Like
I don't listen to radio anymore.
No, never.
Never.
Today on the M50, there is congestion between junctions.
Well, no
this person-
you
shit,
keep
lads.
updating me about the M50 every 10 minutes.
This
It's always
politician
fucked.
is a bigger prick than he was yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing every hour.
Mary,
It is, yeah.
Mary and her micro are still going 50k down the road.
Jesus.
She will find third gear at some stage.
If I didn't listen to a podcast now, and I very rarely listen to music. I don't, not as much as I used to. I just listen to myself.
If I jump
Jeez,
into
that's a hard job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd much prefer it than listen to radio. I wouldn't.
Do you
Yeah,
never
that's
get
fair.
into your head though?
Oh, the whole time. The whole time. Oh, like it'd just be bad at times, but I'd still prefer it than listen to. I think if you listen to the radio and all the bad news, because there's no good news on the
Yeah,
radio.
it's all bad
They
news.
don't have anything good.
Yeah.
So listen to the radio is going to put you in a bad perspective as it is.
Yeah.
So at least if you're in your own perspective, you can kind of fucking talk yourself out of it in a way.
There was only one exception on the radio, and it's
two
unfortunate.
Johnnies, and
The
they're
two
gone.
Johnnies, and now they're gone.
Fucking.
My favourite, when you're milking, every day when you're milking, they'd always be on.
Yeah.
It's the only radio station that worked on
It's
our
the
radio.
only radio station that ever came on inside in Tadger's yard. Yeah.
It's the only time I turned on the radio was at 3 o'clock for the two Johnnies.
But the thing is, I wouldn't even turn it on because all the music that was in between was so shite that I wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah.
I'd just go back and listen to all podcasts there.
Yes,
You know?
yes. I
Yeah.
was such a big fan of the podcast and stuff like that. And then when they start, I didn't obviously listen to the radio show that much, but
They're brilliant.
when they did start doing like RTE stuff, I was like, I can't watch this constantly anymore. Can't do it.
Yeah.
because
They
it's ruining
did
them. It's
change.
ruining them.
It
But it's
changed the
scripted
podcast,
shit.
though.
It's scripted shit.
You think
yeah.
so?
Yeah.
okay, so I listened to
You're fucking commenting on everything on Facebook.
yeah. Oh yeah, I forget you're on the group.
Yeah, I fucking see your name. I was like, what is this dickhead saying now? Like,
You obviously didn't see when I put the truck up on the page.
I did, yeah.
Oh fuck it. Okay.
What a dick I was thinking.
Well, I was passing Bancha. I had to stop and get a picture. Do you know?
Compulsory picture.
No, when they were releasing the album,
Yeah.
and they had pictures up, or they had ads up on the bus stop. So I saw one. I was coming back from Waterford one of the days, and I saw one in Carrick-on-Shore. And I says, fuck it, I haven't heard anything about this. So I sent them a message. I was like, lads, have you seen that there's bus ads for your album? And they were like, no, we didn't even know they were coming out. And like an hour later, it was, lads, if anybody sees a picture with our faces on a bus ad, get a picture with it and post on the page. So I was like, fuck it. I was working the following Sunday, 6 o'clock in the morning, driving through Bancha. Fuck it, there's one, pull in, out in the middle of the road, snap.
I think I was Johnny Smacks' Yurt of the Week on episode like 38 or
Were ya?
or something. Yeah.
For what?
They were doing a gig in Athlone when I was in college, and we went to the gig, but Liverpool were just after fucking coming, like some unreal comeback against PSG that night. And he's a big Liverpool fan, and we were chatting after the gig, and I gave him like this lucky fucking badge, Liverpool badge that I had.
Yeah.
And I was his Yurt of the Week after that, and then I met him a few times after that with work and stuff. But
I've never met them. No, I think they're brilliant. I think they're great for the country, actually, what they do. And they bring a great light of life as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I look forward
To
to
bring
a
the
Monday.
country into the city.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've changed on their podcast wise.
No.
I don't think they, as people, have changed, but it was
The
gas.
script.
I kind of came late to the podcast, which was great because I had like 200 episodes to listen to all in one go. It was the only thing coming out of speakers of the truck for like 6 weeks. But it was gas. The moment they got on RTE and started the radio show, you could definitely see a change in what they were talking about on
They
the
got
radio.
the sack after 3 days. What do you expect?
Exactly. That was
They have to
it.
fucking think about it.
So they had to tone it down a bit.
That was the craziest thing ever, because
And it wasn't fair.
That's what I'm going to say. It showed very quickly why they shouldn't be on the radio, because that was something that was said on their podcast. Nothing to do with your radio show.
From someone sent in.
Yeah, they were
appealing.
only reading something out. It's not,
wasn't
they
even-
weren't saying it.
Yeah, it's not their. It is their content, but it's not because someone sent it in and they read it out.
But not even that. RTE should have, or any company, no matter who you're working with, should have no say over what's going on in your podcast and what's going on
100%.
Yep.
Sure, RT's gone to fucking shite.
Yeah. But
Sure, look at Callaghan gone.
here.
yeah.
Like, why would you bother listening now on the breakfast anymore?
Jen Zamparelli gone.
Jen Zamparelli gone.
Yeah. And she was good.
And sure, Jesus Christ, Lottie Ryan got the sack after a fucking couple
Yeah.
of weeks. She was a bit of a filler.
But do you think all of that, and especially like the scandals in RTE and all that
It
kind of stuff?
started since Tuberty.
Yeah, but there's a massive thing lately of people want this. People want people just talking about real things, unfiltered. There's nothing that we can't say, no subject that we can't broach. That's what people want.
And I bet you, like, if we decided, or anyone decided to do a live podcast, that it was live onto Spotify or something, everyone would listen in straight away.
Myself and David have been asked, and some of the stuff you just said is actually questions that come in for the Patreon this week. But we've been asked about doing a 3-hour live.
Yeah, I've seen that there.
Yeah, like the Jerry Ryan kind of idea every Friday morning, and it's something we're trying to work into.
Everyone would
doing.
listen. You would guarantee listen.
It goes back to pirate radio. It's everything is coming full circle.
But like, just not even that. But I used to love watching clips of the Late Late Show.
Yeah.
Back when Gay Byrne took it over. Like you're talking like what, the late 70s, early 80s, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And censorship didn't exist.
No.
And like, he could come out with some outrageous things.
Jerry Ryan.
Yeah. There was Jerry Ryan was another one.
Open the paper and say what he thinks.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. Like he could open it up and say, there was a lad shot down in Dublin 6 last night. Probably deserved it.
But
You could get away with it.
Let's be honest, 95% of the population were thinking the same fucking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, like, it is, I think,
Everyone's gone a bit too sensitive on that side of things.
too sensitive in every direction.
Well, I think that's where it's weird, in the sense of that we all know you're thinking it, but you're turning around and saying, oh, jeez, no, that's wrong to say that. And it's like, if you're thinking it and everybody else is fucking thinking it, We should be allowed to say it.
Say it, yeah.
But like that's now another question that actually came in from Emma Spollen.
How are you, Emma?
Do you find said Stephen's Emma, our Emma?
Oh, okay.
Do you ever find it difficult in a masculine industry?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you get out of a truck and they have I don't know, they think a big man who's going to get out, the next thing, to see a little 5-foot girl with her hair straightened, the nails could be done on a veranda.
Who's that?
Not me.
I know her.
Yeah, I love
I know her.
I love how you were like, the nails could be done. They might not, lads.
No,
It's
but it might
fucking...
not be. A random Tuesday could get them done, like, if I'm home early enough.
Now, you say that. There was a girl that was driving for Ryan's before you showed up. And she literally just left, and then you started.
Yeah.
So I keep making the joke to her that, you know, we got a replacement fairly quick. But Michelle, shout out for Michelle Ryan, like she's down in Australia now. But she was kind of a similar background to yourself, dairy farming and driving tractors and all that, and then got into truck driving. But I swear to Christ, and she'd be the same. Like she'd pull into the creamery down in Tiptown, and she'd get looks from everyone. The whole place would stop.
Yeah, the whole place is stopped.
But I swear to Christ, that woman could fire a lorry around that yard better than any man I've ever seen. And
I was up in the yard in Newry the other day, and it was late enough in the evening now. Like I was fairly
Keep her there. Keep her there.
Keep her there.
Keep it in your mouth.
There. No, but I was up in that yard in Newry, and the normal way you go in is tighten off. You're going around a 90-degree bend, and there's a big pole. You know the yard I'm on about now? Region.
Yeah.
Going around
It's
there.
not tight.
Small. Yeah, but you're probably in curtains when you're in.
Oh, do you mean going up around the back? Oh, yeah.
So you'd like turn around, go back on yourself, and then there's like obviously the corner of the shed, but one of the pillars is right there, and you've got to say half a foot this side, yeah, and a couple of inches from you're completely jackknifing coming around this bend of the shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, went in. It was about 6:30. Wednesday night, because I got stuck out. And next thing, I was driving in. They're like, no, reverse. Couldn't go the normal way. Had to reverse, turn around and reverse, which you had about half a foot either side of you, where you couldn't see, completely blind. And I was looking at it like, how would you expect me to be able to do this? But only like, the lads weren't helping me, and only that one.
No, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
No.
And I was there, and I was nearly having a mental breakdown. I'm not even going to lie about it. And it was kind of, you're nearly working yourself up because there's so many people around, and no one wanted to actually help.
But were you thinking it was from a woman point of view that you couldn't do it, or just in general that nobody can really manage it, or?
No, because I see lads doing it the whole time, but they're there every day of the week doing it.
Yeah.
This is
you were saying you're not long into this, eh?
No, I'm only.
You only got your Arctic license, what, 2 months ago?
2 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm only
that explains that one.
3 weeks with Ryan's now.
Yeah.
Coming into my
Something like
fourth.
that,
You went
Like-
into the deep end as well, didn't you?
Yeah. Straight onto the floors, like.
Straight onto the big girl work.
Yeah. Not beating around the
There's
bush.
plenty
probably-
of big girls on that work.
Would you think it's actually...
Not me, because I get onto the weighbridge.
No.
The reaction you get is, "Fuck, you're tiny." And I'm looking at the man on the weighbridge like, "You're the same size as me." But there's just this whole thing of truck drivers happen to be big lads, 6'5", whatever. Well,
Actually,
I'm not like.
Neither of them here anyway.
Tegan would be the one to ask, because we all spoke about it as men on the last podcast or the one before that about the OnlyFans trucking thing that's going on now. So from a woman's point of view, interested in it.
this is dirty now.
No. Not from the dirt angle of it, but as in we all spoke about it as
Would you
what
get into
we
it?
felt under men.
What was your opinion now?
Did you not listen to the podcast?
My phone never stops ringing. Anytime I try listening to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's hard
the
being
worst
popular,
fucking
isn't it?
excuse. Oh.
It's hard having friends.
And you're fucking shit in the phone too, like.
Yeah, no.
So, it's a pity you didn't listen to the episode.
I know.
Well, wait, like you and me were kind of chatting one day about
and I
that.
listened to the one there with a trucker girl after.
Yeah, with Shannon, yeah.
I have to say, like, I didn't have a bad opinion of her. I was like, whatever, like, I'd let anyone do what they want. But, like, the way she put it out, that where she is doing the OnlyFans just to make her business better. Fair fucking play to her.
And she really has.
And she has, and she doesn't want to do it forever. Like she's there on one, like she's an aim to have 10 trucks on the road with drivers.
Yeah.
And fair play to her. Now the other one, I think is a different opinion, but Shannon, is that her name? Shannon.
Shannon Pettinger.
Like fair play to her. I think whatever. Like, and she's happy, and the husband's happy, and it's great. Like DC European. His wife's on fucking OnlyFans. He's a truck driver. He don't give a shit. Like
in what way does OnlyFans make your business better? Like, so
Money.
You're saying about her own business.
she's trying to build her business, and
Right.
the OnlyFans is going to fund it.
Oh, yeah, Grant. I thought you were like OnlyFans is like promoting my business or something. Like
Well, it probably is to an extent
It
as
is,
well,
but yeah,
because
but
to get her name out
But
there.
if somebody's wanking over your shit, they're not really ringing you for a truck. Do you know that kind of way?
Yeah, but it gets the name out
guess
there.
the
Yeah,
name
no,
out
no,
there.
yeah.
That's what it is.
But is it a good name or bad name?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a name. They know you. And if they see,
know
and
you.
then someone else says, oh, they have a driver there who did good work, it gets you work.
And even if it is bad,
Bad-
like, do you
bad
know when-
publicity
do you know
is
when you
good
hear-
publicity.
do you know when you
Yeah.
hear a radio ad, right? And this always drives me mad. And it annoys the shit out of you.
Oh, here's Don.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well done.
How you getting on, buddy?
Not too bad now yourself.
Hey,
Are
Don.
we live?
Hey, Don. we're
Tegan.
talking about titties at the minute. if
Yeah,
you're
we're
trying.
talking about titties and OnlyFans.
Ah, brilliant.
So pretty much where you left us.
You have a great podcast. You have a great one, John. Fair fucking play, G. Unfortunately, just could not make up to tonight, and that's it. But I know well it'll be in great hands with you. Fair play to Coco, taking the reins.
Have you any question for Tegan or Jason?
Yeah, very simple. What are the cup sizes?
What's your cup size?
I don't want to embarrass myself.
Well, I'm a
She doesn't
double A
want to
anyway.
embarrass herself.
Oh,
You're a Jonathan Bunny
Hey.
boy.
Hey, I'm only nothing short of a handful, so is that
She's
enough?
nothing short of a handful.
You might have her bet on.
If that's you that's talking down, I'm going to kick the whole out of you.
Come on, Linda, come on.
Oh, hi, Linda. How are you?
By the way, hi, more than mouthfuls the waist.
I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you.
She's getting used to the big black cock on her face here now.
Yeah, they keep giving out to me.
How's Matt keeping? Matt, how
I'm
are
still
you?
alive, mate. I'm doing good. You?
Had you a good week in golfing?
Oh, I fucking
Good
did.
week.
Yeah, good week.
We're still waiting for fucking Noel's podcast, sir. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll eventually get there when I stop golfing.
Fair play to you. I
Cheers.
cannot actually wait. And hi, fair play to you, Paulie, by taking the reins, my man.
No better, Dan. Sure, we'll chat to you there tomorrow.
Next week we'll be back again. Next week we'll be back.
Next week? Are we doing next week?
Be there.
I'm at Kings Leon next Saturday
Saturday
night.
we couldn't be there.
Yeah.
Saturday week, so
Friday.
that's Full of the Pipe. Oh, yeah, I was telling Matt that we have something planned for Full of the Pipe.
Full of the pipe, is it?
What?
2 weeks is full of the pipe. Next week
2
is
weeks.
Kings Leon.
Weekends.
Is it 2 more weekends?
No, yeah, the weekend after next.
Yeah, 2 more weekends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll make a plan.
Hey, bring the camper, be like Father's head.
Tegan says to bring the Tegan says to bring the caravan, and we'd be like Father Ted.
The caravan is coming.
Ideal.
Ideal.
So if
she
I don't
says.
bring the lorry, I have somewhere to stay.
It will be coming. Fair play to you, Paul.
Cheers, Linda.
Cheers,
Okay,
Don.
I'll talk to you later.
It's great. I talk to you, lads.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
What a rude bastard.
And that was Don Curtin live from the pub, by the sounds of it.
No, I'd say he's at home now. He's at home now. It's after his bedtime at 9 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, sure. He's not doing the earlies anymore, is he?
No.
Not really.
No, they're doing the nights.
Oh, yeah.
So we're getting into the OnlyFans. Could you see yourself doing it now, Tegan?
Definitely not, no. No.
Bit too hard, would it be?
Yeah.
No, but fair play to you on Shannon. She's a game plan.
Yeah.
She's a game plan, but like all the same, I'd rather make a name from not doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'd rather gain respect by putting yourself out there, like doing this today.
Yeah.
Like this is a real confidence boost coming in here.
Yeah.
And even just chatting shy for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
You gain so much confidence by just going out. And even because I plough, and I only got into that last year. But like, just put yourself in there. Have the notion what you're doing.
I'm sorry, I'm a child. I'm an absolute child.
Matt, you took that up completely the wrong way.
I'm sorry.
We're talking about agricultural
Yeah,
sports.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Agricultural ploughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a highly competitive
real
sports
plowing.
here.
Sorry.
No, but you're dead right. I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because like you were very nervous coming in here.
Yeah.
You're relaxed now.
Small bit, yeah.
you were nervous coming through. You bounced through the fucking door. You were grand. No bother on you.
I like to say fake it till you make it.
You're still on a buzz from Shania Twain.
Were you over that last night?
Yeah.
Cowboy hat and all.
Oh, she's
no,
the car there
never-
still, the pink one.
Bright pink.
I didn't bring the light up one though.
Right.
You two of them.
I have about 10 of them. Every time I go to one, I always buy a new one.
Jeez, you're all set up for the OnlyFans. Oh,
Yeah.
you have the outfits and everything.
And I have the lingerie to match each colour.
Jeez, there we go, boys. We're onto something here. How do we start an account?
I swear to God, I guarantee you the amount of messages are going to be like, is she actually starting an OnlyFans?
Oh, guaranteed.
Loads.
Yeah.
I do get what you're saying though, because I think the danger with OnlyFans is that people
You're
lose a certain element of humanity. People start looking at you as an
Yeah.
Yeah.
object.
Yeah.
So I was saying the exact same thing to you. So, and I'm only picking Shannon as an example, right? Because she was kind of the first one really to sort of start doing like the trucker
Trucking it,
OnlyFans
yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah. And I think it's gas. I'm actually friends with her on Snapchat
Right.
because I think she just started
Through
random
trucker community.
Yeah, just randomly adding loads of them, and that's kind of how she built up a following or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just never really bothered to delete it. But
He watches
Yeah,
it.
Can you
Like-
ask her to come on the podcast?
because she never- she-
won't fucking reply to my messages.
I'll send her a message. Yeah,
Do, please.
Yeah.
'cause I'm
Yeah, but
fucking-
do you know if you subscribe
Have
for
you
€5
messaged her?
a month, you can
yeah,
message her
I
on
messaged her
thing.
on Instagram and I messaged her on TikTok and Facebook.
she's very busy. Like,
I'm telling you, if you subscribe for €5 a month, you can message her anytime you want.
yeah, exactly. And only half of it is automated responses. But like that, so she started out, and I
She's supposed to be coming to Full of the Pipe.
Yeah, you
Oh.
were saying that last night. Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to fucking get her on so we can do a podcast with her.
Jason is now coming to Full of the Pipe.
Yeah.
possibly. No, but
yeah.
like that, I would have seen her and seen kind of the sort of the content side of it, and whatever, and had a fairly low opinion of it. I was like, I thought this is a load of shit. This is an attention seeking thing,
Yeah.
and it gives a poor image of trucks. Not that I really care. Like
Yeah.
I care about how I come across, and that's about it. But it was gas then, and I came across the Talking Shop podcast.
Yeah.
And I listened back to them and listened to her one and DC European and a few of the other ones.
Very good. Yeah.
And it brings the humanity side of it back.
Back into it, yeah.
But
yeah.
you're hitting the nail on the head there. It does remove the humanity side, and you forget that it's actually a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of hate out there in general for a lot of people.
Well, it's like watching porn. Like nobody has an emotional connection to porn, but
Except
the big.
the lads are getting into it.
Oh yeah, when you
girlfriend
I'm
experience,
telling you,
like,
if you want the best laugh ever, and this is for anybody, if you want the best laugh ever, go to the comments section of porn videos.
There's a comment section.
Every porn has a comment section.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is like
Oh, it's horrendous.
it's fucking.
You're not going on Pornhub looking for comments like.
I'm telling you, do it. One of the best ones, and I guarantee you when I say this, there's going to be somebody who is listening to this that knows exactly the video I'm talking about. But there is, I mean, the most abuse a video has ever got over how badly your one was cooking eggs at the start of that video. I'm actually going to type in, right? Bad eggs, Pornhub, and I guarantee there's going to be a video.
Here, Matt, put it up there on the
Oh
screen.
God.
Right, you chat away, I'm going to find this.
I'm not surprised though, because people who complain about anything like, just
Matt, did you get that up there?
I did, actually. It was the first fucking search result, and
Give
this
it
is
go.
exactly it, right? So it literally says, the comment underneath it is, hello, I made an account on here just to say that these made the worst eggs I've ever seen. Could concentrate after I saw that abomination. Imagine stopping mid-wank. I mean, like, hold on a
bad
minute.
eggs.
I need
My
to...
mommy never made eggs like that. They're better.
Imagine turning around and being like, I'm going to put my email address in, I'm going to create a password, I'm going to say, I'm going to go to my email and activate the account
Yeah, hit the
just to write
verification.
this comment.
If anyone's not watching YouTube now, they're fucking shocking eggs.
I-
If they were
They are
giving out
fair
to you
bad,
at any
actually, yeah.
restaurant, you would not take them.
Yeah,
they're kind of
That was only 2 days ago. You dirty
So
bastard.
this
like.
is still going on.
No, but that comment was only 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I
but sir,
love
the
how he made
screenshots
his
on-
I love how he made the username here to observe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but who goes to Pornhub to observe?
I am
Everybody.
Jason.
I know, but
everybody's observing.
there's a level of
Yeah,
participation.
but you have to observe.
I'm telling you, please, just for fun, everybody go and do it. Go and read the comment sections, because you will start seeing as well. Like, it's the very same as like something on Facebook or whatever. People will start fighting among themselves in the comments of a porn video.
Fuck off.
I swear to God,
joking.
because like somebody will come in and be like, "Did I give it to her better than that?" And then somebody else will be like,
You would,
you
yeah.
wouldn't. I say you have a 4-inch Mickey on you, you fucking prick."
So anyone who's listening to this, if your husband or wife recent searches is Pornhub, you know why? For the comments.
Well,
Not for the Mickey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just for the comments.
I love the fact that this Mac is connected.
It's for research purposes.
Yeah, research purposes. Yeah.
This Mac is connected to David's fucking iPhone.
I'd say there's some bad
So
shit in
he's
this.
going to.
He's going to get some weird targeted ads.
Well, no, he's going to now go on to Safari or Google or whatever and just be like, recent search, bad eggs, Pornhub.
And he'll love it.
Well, I don't think any of our search histories are completely clean. Like,
We got asked recently, would you rather your bank account being put out online, like
Yeah.
being shown
Yeah.
online, or would you rather your search history?
bank count.
Really? What the fuck are you doing online?
Search history.
Somebody track
There's
you.
nothing in the bank account. There's nothing in the account.
Search history.
You'd rather your search history be shown online? Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Because all the coffee that I buy. Everyone.
Sorry, what?
The amount of coffee I'd buy, everyone would be like, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's only your fucking bank account, like the number, like.
Yeah, not your statements.
Oh,
like,
I was like, see how much
Yeah, like
coffee
how
I'm
much
drinking.
money is in your account?
No, yeah. How much money's in your account or your search history?
So what the fuck? You just buy, like, your whole statement for 3 months of coffee, Centra.
Yeah. Swear to God.
So which would you rather? If they only saw the number was in your account or your search history?
They're both fairly decent, so.
Well, what's decent in your search history?
Look at the big smoke smile the minute he said it. She's like, happy about this now.
I'm actually going to look it up.
Oh, your search history.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, I think I
How
actually
to get a big black dick in your face.
come to Interstellar Media.
Oh, it's actually not working with the new phone.
Matt will set it up for you after.
Did you just get an iPhone, a new iPhone?
Yeah, literally today on the way
iPhone
in,
15 on Saturday.
14.
Yeah, but now, Matt, all you have to do is turn something off.
Oh my god, yeah, this was so stupid. And I'm supposed to be the technological one. I think we were in here. Was it Friday?
Friday night,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were in here last Friday recording, and my phone just stopped working. Like, it said I had full 5G and it said I had full Wi-Fi, and for some reason nothing was working. It was getting notifications of everything online,
Nothing was
but
loading.
couldn't load anything. So I was like, "Fuck this!" Right, go on into the shop the next morning. Said I'd just buy a new iPhone. Needed one anyway. Fucking €1,000 on a new iPhone, and went and put SIM card into the new one. Same thing was happening, and I was like, "Oh my god! I just dropped $1,000 on this, for fuck's sake." Googling it, let it go for 2 days. I was off golfing and I was doing whatever, so
I didn't give a fuck.
yeah, didn't need it, and kept Googling it anyway on my computer afterwards, and it was like, just turn off your VPN if you have a VPN. And I went in, clicked it off, phone started working again straight away. So I went back to the old phone, turned off the VPN, started working straight away.
€1,000 later.
But
there's money in producing, is there?
Just shows we pay Matt the fucking big bucks.
Weeks away golfing, €1,000 iPhones. I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong
car
job.
park.
Oh, we really are wrong now.
Mercedes, Jesus Christ.
I know, fucking, but yeah, the fucked up thing was, and I found this so funny. I went into the store the next morning to get the phone, and he wants to me, okay, what contract do you want? I don't want a contract, just want the phone. And she was like, oh, we can't sell you a phone. I was like, the fuck do you
That
mean?
was definitely error.
She knows.
I went through the same thing.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I swear to God, I said, if you want, I was like, your one goes, we can't sell you a phone. And I goes, what do you mean?
Unless
you
it's
can't?
an older type one or something.
Refurbished phones up to iPhone 12. And I was like, but you're telling me if I got a contract, you can hand me out the iPhone 15. And she
Yeah.
goes, yeah. She said, we don't expect people to come in and spend €1,000 on a phone. Like, people just don't have that. And I was just like,
Fair enough.
Clearly, producers
enough.
do.
But you
Fair
still should
enough,
have the
no.
option of being able to go in and buy your phone if
absolutely.
you want
Like,
to.
if you can
Yeah.
give me a phone over the counter,
Yeah.
if I go on a contract, why can't you just take the money for the phone?
Yeah.
Like,
But
No.
do you want to know something more stupid? I changed my phone recently, and I changed the phone at the same time I was changing provider because I was fed up with the last ones. And I was going to Vodafone because they had the best deal and they had the phone I wanted, and it was like grand. Went online to order it, had to pay, I think it was 600 quid online for the phone and the contract. Grand. Half an hour later, I get an email, your order has been cancelled. Like, right, that's fucking weird. And it's like, oh, your money will be returned to you within whatever days. And I was like, okay, maybe I put something in wrong or something like that. And it's like, grand, went and ordered again the following day. Your order's been cancelled. I've now paid them 1,200 quid. And they say, you'll get the money back between 7 and 21 days.
I hate the way they can take money out of your account straight away, but it takes 7 to 21 working days
to give it back.
put back in.
When I came back,
And then I rang
Sorry,
them.
did you find out why, actually?
I did actually. Well, actually, I rang them and they couldn't give me an answer and just would not give me an answer over the phone. Eventually went into the shop and bought it in person, which was a fucking shite experience anyway. But I went in, I was asking your man, I told your man about it, and he said, oh yeah, it's because of anti-fraud. I'm like, what do you mean anti-fraud? Oh, you can't buy stuff like that online because we don't know if it's actually you.
Well, how are you selling it online, so?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I had recently, right? It's just because you mentioned Vodafone. I lived in Tipperary 5 years ago.
Oh, God
right?
bless you.
Yeah.
It's okay, Matt. I did that for a while. I moved out of there very quickly.
But I
You went
lived
back to Stab City instead.
It's better than Tipperary. The X is in Tipperary.
I lived in Clonmel, right? Just right above.
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah, I knew if I dropped the name, it'd be even worse. But no, yeah, I lived there, and the Vodafone shop was around the corner from my apartment, right? And fucking, I was like trying to get internet into the fucking apartment and all that, and I had to get dongles and all this different shit anyway. But so I created an account with them to do the dongle thing, and that was 5 years ago. I got an email from Vodafone last month saying, thanks very much for opening up your new account. Your brand new iPhone 14 has been sent out to you. The contract has been set up at €70 a month with my name, my email address, and the address of my apartment in Tipperary. Right? I haven't lived in 5 years. And rang Vodafone. They were like, Jesus, look, I don't know. I don't really know. Now, we don't know whether it's you, whether you didn't do this. And I was like, sorry. I said, what address did you send the phone to? Anyone goes, this address I'd never heard of. Wasn't the apartment in Tipperary or anything.
Yeah.
And I turned around and goes, right, and was there a name that you had to put on that? Because it ain't going to be in fucking my name. Anyone goes, oh, yes, and this girl's name. Right? Huh. And I goes, give me the login details for the fucking account. If I go on to Vodafone, my account thing. And John was like, oh, no, we can't do that. So what I done was I used my email address to log into the Vodafone thing and then clicked forgot password. And I got the forgot password. Resend yoke. Logged in, brand new account set up on my account, my old one, obviously, I had fucking years ago. And with your one's email address.
The ex.
No, I don't know this woman.
Fuck off.
But she was living. I text my old landlord who hadn't a clue who the fuck I was after 5 years, and I don't blame him for that. And I was like, by any chance, is there a girl named blah 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 living in the apartment now? And he was like, I can't disclose that. I explained the situation, and he was like, oh yeah, no, there is. There was like a piece of junk mail sent from Vodafone to be like, get a new
With your
fucking
email
iPhone
on.
with my details. Just email address.
Never changed it.
Never changed it. They allowed her to set up an account that I was going to get billed for every week or every month. They were going to charge me the phone money and for the cost of it.
Fuck.
And not ask how this girl was able to walk into a shop. Your one told me on the phone she walked in and set it up. So I was like, so you let a girl
Who's clearly not
not me, and also a woman, not even in my fucking gender bracket here.
Oh, we're not
With
allowed to
hair.
ask that anymore.
Yeah. With hair, I am
With hair.
not hair. Set up an account in my name, but give her email address.
No problem.
Yeah. And John was like, we'll shut it down now. I was like, I fucking imagine you
You
will.
want
yeah.
to, like, yeah.
But what they also done was, they had already sent this girl an iPhone. Brand new iPhone.
They'll just write that off.
Yeah, no, of course they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like, but
you want to just get free phone.
yeah.
Fair enough. That's a shit situation. But like when I came back from Belgium, say I've been away for 13 years, and I came back to get a bill phone in Ireland. 3, Air, any of them, none of them accept me.
Oh yeah, because you're not resident in the country.
Yeah,
I was
for the
resident,
for the last 3 months or
Yeah.
I hadn't have a bill.
yeah.
Didn't have a bill, and I went into Vodafone. I says, I want to get a phone or a bill phone, and they says, yeah. And I told them the situation. Says, we don't really, but can you give us €500 up front?
That's a weird request.
I was like, yeah, for what? This is like just as a guarantor, and then that'll just come off your bill. So you'll have no bill until
Credit
that
of
€500 is
€500,
gone.
yeah.
I was like, absolutely. So, but actually, without Vodafone for me, I probably wouldn't been able to get a.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Now,
Do you know, I had a similar thing when I moved over to England. And so we landed in the country. First week, I think I had 700. I ended up with £700. That was everything I had. And we needed to set up phones and bank accounts and all that kind of stuff so we could get paid from work and all that kind of stuff. Because I went over with a job, like. And there was only one bank that would even let me in the door. I was asked to leave one place. No, I swear to God. I went in and I said, I want to start an account. And they were like, oh, right. Are you living here long? I was like, no. We just got off the plane literally yesterday. And they're like, oh, go away.
really?
Yeah. They said, no, go away. We don't want your business. I was like, what the fuck, like, pommy bastards. But I went in. Barclays were the only one that would give me an account. But they said I had to deposit £500 in the account.
Yeah.
And I kind of explained to one, I said, like, I've only got 700 quid and I'm not getting paid from work for the next 8 weeks because we got paid every month, but we worked a month in lieu.
Yeah.
So it would have been 2 months of work before I got paid. I was like, I've got 700 quid to last me 2 months. Like, I says, I can't leave 500 of that in an account. And she said, oh no, it's fine. You just have to put the 500 in the account and then you can take it all back out.
Just as a deposit.
Yeah. I'm like,
Just to show that it was.
but that
went
doesn't
through
make
the-
any sense. Like,
That sounds like money laundering.
it sounds a hell of a lot like money laundering. But you want to know the funny thing here now? So I've moved home. I'm home about it's 8 years, I'd say, something like that. The account is still active. It's got £1 and like 60 pence in it.
I have an American account like that.
Yeah.
I think I
But
have like 4 different Irish old accounts like that.
Yeah, but I keep getting emails from them like every month. Your account balance is this. Your account balance is it. And I was like, yeah, it has been. I rang him a couple of years ago and I said, lads, for Christ's sake, would you just stop emailing me? I'm like, oh no, we can't take you off the list. I was like,
Withdraw the money.
I said, yeah. I said, can I just close the account? So, oh yeah, that's fine. What you have to do is you have to send us a letter.
Yeah.
Not an email. You have to send us a letter with the new account information to transfer the remaining credit. Like, there's £1 in the account. It'll cost me more for a stamp to send you a letter. And they're like, oh, well, that's what you have to do. I says, I'm not doing it. Like,
I had the same.
and the account's just there, and I have the emails as spam.
I had the same issue when I had a KBC account because when I was in college,
KBC as well.
KBC were on the campus and they were offering free Ryanair flight or 100 quid if you signed up on the day, right?
And it was Freshers Week, and you took the 100 quid.
Had about, I'd say, €8 in my pocket and was like, sign me up, lads. I'd give blood too if they're paying for that. So I had this KBC account, never fucking used it, never sent through the fucking thing.
KBC were good.
Yeah, I don't know, I never used them.
I was asked to leave
in
KBC.
Belgium. Huh?
I was asked to leave KBC.
So was I, but
Yeah.
But with the Bank of Ireland takeover, I was getting the same thing. I was like, there's 91 cents in your account. Please let us know what you need us to do, where we can transfer these funds. I never answered one of them. And then I assumed they just destroyed the account now that it's taken over by Bank of Ireland.
Yeah, sure.
But I'd say I got about, I'm going to say generally 60 letters about that 91 cents.
yeah. So Tegan, now for any young
Tegan is still here, by the way.
Moving
Anybody
swiftly
listening?
on.
Yeah. She was just looking up how to
looking at
start an
shit.
OnlyFans.
she's pondering there. But for any young girl thinking about getting into the trucking industry, what advice could you give them?
What advice? Just work hard for it. If you really want to do something like that, you have to be headstrong, have a good support system around you, even one person to push you on, and make contacts.
Contacts, yeah.
Contacts is a big thing.
And is it something you regret getting into, or you're really enjoying it?
I love it.
Yeah.
Every day of it. Even the days that I turn around and say I don't, I'd be on the phone.
I've been on the phone too. We saw
Yeah.
the trailers like.
I hope the pipe won't go in for me.
Oh, was that doing the stand trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horrible job.
Yeah. But poor Will, when he trained me in, and I swear, the poor man, I owe him my life nearly now at this stage. He'd be there and he'd be on the phone giving directions. He's like, now the next roundabout, when you see the big water tower, turn left. Sure, that was a minute or two away and our conversation was flowing.
I forgot about the
You
water
forgot the
tower.
water tower.
Wait, no. Well, we came up to the roundabout, we seen the water tower. Sure, the rest of the roundabout's to the right. Muscle memory. Then I turn right.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then I was just there and I was like, I don't think I'm going right. And he was there chatting away, grand. And I was like, Will, what? I'm in a town. And he was like,
There is a church. This isn't a.
no, there was actually a Costa though.
Coffee again.
Costa again. No, but I was there and he was like, what do you mean? He's like, you definitely fucking turned right. He was like, I told you to turn left. So now ever since he's like, left. Passenger window? Yeah.
But is it in an industry that you would advise more younger girls to get into?
I'd love to see more girls getting into it, yeah. Because any woman can do a job as much as any lad.
Yeah.
But you really just have to have a love for it because
Now within reason.
within reason.
Oh, jeez, Matt.
No, I come off it now to fuck.
No, but it's true. Like in the trucking industry, there's nothing I don't think any woman
No,
can't do.
no,
That's an
Definitely not.
industry.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree
Yeah.
with that. A woman can do
But
the
then,
exact same
you
thing.
even
as a
see in
man.
the farming industry, and especially there's a lot more, say, influencers in England
Yeah.
on the farming end of it. Like
Oh,
in
yeah.
Ireland, what have we got? Sophie Bell.
Yeah.
There's-
Katie
No,
Shanahan,
there's
Louise
Sophie,
Crowley.
Louise Crowley.
There's not many compared to England, though.
Adrian, what's his name? Does I
What's his
Farm,
name?
We Farm.
Yeah.
That fella. I passed
We're
his
talking about
place.
women.
I passed his place yesterday, actually. Oh, we're talking about women. Oh, sorry.
But we can't judge. We
No,
can't.
no, but like to be fair, like there's a lot of English girls like really promoting the farming industry,
Yeah.
and there's
But
not.
hasn't Clarkson's farm made farming so much more
Fucking
attractive?
brilliant!
Yeah.
It's one of the best.
I think
That's
it's
great.
made any person that never ever looked at farming or interested in farming, including myself, want to go out and farm.
It makes me want to go.
No, I
go
wouldn't want to
farming,
farm.
But it shows you
enjoy
the
looking
ins,
at it.
it
Yeah,
shows
yeah,
you the
yeah.
ins and outs of it.
Yeah.
I farmed all my life. I don't go back.
No, like obviously, there's a big difference to the crack that Clarkson's having on a TV show.
But I think that's very genuine. I
Oh,
think
no,
he's
no, it
just
is.
a dopey bastard.
Yeah.
No, I mean, as in, do I believe to the extent of what every Irish farmer is doing every day that Jeremy is doing that?
No.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
But we have a totally different culture over here, though.
Yeah.
And totally different hits.
But
So, like,
He's making farming nice again.
Oh, he
is,
is.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
making it sexy.
he's making
yeah.
farming great again.
Fair to him, he
We need
is.
that on a big red hat.
Yeah.
No, but to be fair to him, he is. Like,
Nah, he is, absolutely.
He's making money out of it.
Yeah.
And fucking Caleb, he's a wealthy man out of
Yeah.
it. But telling Jeremy he's a stupid cunt.
Yeah. But you know what? That's,
Where do I
he
sign
is.
that contract?
but that's the thing. I'd say if you went onto a lot of Irish farms and you actually spoke to the lads working there, people would see it in a totally different light.
Definitely.
Like
yeah.
I used to do a bit of farm. I used to do farm milk collections, and that was my first driving job.
Yeah.
And some of the lads you meet on the round, Jesus, they were gas
That's
guns.
great.
Like, they were fucking.
The ones you could understand, like.
Honestly, I collected down from County Limerick, like, so you know I could
You're
understand.
from Limerick.
I can speak the language. You know,
Yeah. You have the Morse code, like.
a little bit, yeah, a little bit.
I can deal
Oh
with
Jesus,
natives.
I could tell you some
Yeah.
stories about them. Like there was one fella I used to collect from. He was literally 300 yards up the road from my boss's house, and I swear to God, you couldn't drive into this fella's yard empty. Like it was dug into the side of a hill, like a proper hill, like to the point the boss had to go up with a digger one day and clear out an entire bank just so we could get the truck in and out. But I used to have to collect from 2 other farms first to get the weight on the drive tires.
Fuck.
Pull into this place, and then you just have to reverse around the corner, flat out, as far as you could get up the hill. And he was the only farm you had to get an extension pipe from the dairy down to the tanker.
No way.
But he was collect from him, and he was always the 3rd collection, so I was always in there at 3:00 in the morning. And I swear to God, the amount of times that man arrived out into the yard wearing nothing but his dressing gown, holding a shotgun, Mickey swinging in the wind, screaming at me, "You're stealing my milk."
A bit of OnlyFans going on, was there?
Oh, good Lord, jeez, there could have been
Enough
like
for that.
a bit of fucking horror porn.
Triple barrel shotgun.
But this was gas. Some of the lads. There was another fella I used to meet, and I'd always get him in the middle of the day, like, so I'd always catch him in between milkings. And he was absolutely gas. He came over telling me one day, and he knew I was working. So I was working in the health service, or working for the ambulance service, and doing the driving at the same time. And he knew I was doing that, and he had to tell me how he got this scar across the palm of his hand. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, go on. I don't want to hear your stories. Like, go on. And he said he was milking one morning, and whatever way he caught his hand on the parlour, and he just reefed it open like the whole way across his palm. I was like, okay, right. What did you do? Like, so what could I do? I put a glove on over it and a bit of duct tape, and sure, that was fine. I says, but you had to have done something about it. I did, yeah. I rang the doctor after I finished milking, and I asked if he could look at it. He says, all right, grand. He went down to the doctors, and the doctor said, Jesus Christ, I can't do anything with that. You'll have to go into the hospital, into the regional inside in Limerick. He landed on in anyway. He asked the reception, how long will be waiting for this? I said, oh, we can't give you time. It could be 8 to 12 hours. He said, I can't fucking wait that long. I have to get back and milk cows this afternoon. He sat there for about 20 minutes. He said, fuck this. He got back into the Jeep, driving out home. He rang the local vet. And he says, come here, any chance to throw in a few stitches there? I said, oh yeah, no bother. Do you want to come to me or will I come up to you? No, it's fine. I'll come down to you. He walks in the front door of the vet, and your man comes out to him. He says, great, you can bring the cow around the back. Oh, no, it was for myself. and he had the vet stitch him up.
Fucking dead, right?
Yeah, and do you know something? There wasn't that much of a scare. Good vet, like.
Less than a bill.
So I was going to be scared.
But like, if the general public heard more stories like that, now that's probably a bit of a high flyer. Yeah. But if the general public heard more from Irish farmers and local farmers, like the fella that's down the road from you, you'd think of it in a totally different way.
Do you think actual farmers hate Clarkson's farm though?
No.
Because it's only like normal people that I've talked to that are like, oh, I love it. And I'm just like, I wonder do farmers hate it?
I don't, because he's very honest about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the mistakes he's made. Like,
and he's on farmers' side as well. He's not.
Yeah, he's all about the farmers. And he's shown like how many mistakes he's made. And they're saying, you should have done this way. But like, he's not trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
He's
showing
all
it's
his
okay
fuck
to
ups.
make
And
mistakes.
all the good things he's done as well. He shows that as well.
The shop.
Yeah,
The shop. And even,
Even get permission for it.
Yeah, but even in the first series,
The amount
where
of
like
red
he
tape.
cut out part of the farm, like for the wild, like for the birds, and he's done good things too. Like it's not all about the money making. I think he does
For the community as well.
Yeah, and they're very difficult about them, but that's English. They're fucking pricks in ways.
you
Like
could see
they're making
that-
life hard.
You could see that so much in that program about how difficult they make everything to do.
But you can understand it though in the first series where you see the crowd on the road coming into his place.
Yeah.
And the traffic, you would be pissed off.
No, stuff like that where like accidents can happen or whatever. But like when your man came out about with the little red flags about like everywhere I put a red flag, you have to do whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
He had like
water
90. Yeah, he'd like 90 them down in the first 5 minutes.
It's a fucking Ireland. Yeah, God. Yeah, you're grand.
Yeah. just try to be
They're
tidy
just
about it
another
there.
level, like. It just shows you, like, say, in England, it makes fucking life very difficult, even to be a normal farmer.
But
you can't do this here, you can't do that there. It's my fucking land.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But the cultures are totally different. Like the English are really about asking permission. Can I do this? Can I do that? We're more of the begging forgiveness type.
Yeah.
Like, I've done that. Sorry about that, lads.
Ask for forgiveness.
I won't do it again.
Are you man there? Fucking Charlie Irish is his name.
Yeah.
Of course, I fucked him.
Charlie
What a bad
Ireland.
name.
Does
Bad
there seem to be I kind of just noticed this, I could be completely wrong. English farmers are like posh. Irish farmers are like rough and ready.
There is that perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it true?
I think it's more the way they dress and whatnot.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think it
Yeah.
depends.
like
I think it's the ones you see.
yeah, but
Like the English farmers that you see want to be seen.
Yeah.
And want to be seen as posh and well dressed and all that kind of stuff. Whereas the Irish farmers are just like, just leave me alone. That's I do my thing and that's
I
it.
always find anytime you see an English farmer portrayed or whatever, it's like they've just come off the land and after a shooting fucking thing or whatever, Irish farmers coming out and like,
I'd say the English farmers definitely have probably a better life than the Irish farmers do, or they give themselves off as a better life.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
probably give
they
himself
they
off
make
better.
actually time to be social, like to do shooting and everything.
The
Yeah.
hunting.
Where the Irish
Yeah.
farmer just slogs on, tortures themselves.
Like, and do you know, I was just going to say that. So I do a bit of shooting, and there's definitely like there's the likes of me who show up, and I'll show up in a pair of jeans and t-shirt,
Yeah,
like, and just go for clay shoot. Or I was at one last weekend, precision rifle shooting. And you've lads who just show up in a pair of jeans or a pair of combats and a t-shirt, whatever. But there's always that crew that shows up in full head to toe in
Flat caps.
tweed.
that's
but like,
fucking-
in England, you won't be
checkered
allowed to
shorts.
shoot unless you do that.
Oh yeah, and there's places in
And
Ireland you can't
I
shoot
agree
without that
with-
either.
I kind of agree with it.
There's estate shoots around Ireland that you have to have the proper attire.
I kind
But
of
there's
agree
lads
with
that
it.
show up to like the local playgrounds
But,
and they're like,
yeah.
I want to be seen as this or that. And it's like, fuck off, lads.
It's the same thing as you showing up to tip a load and
Yeah.
not having your high vis and your boots.
Yeah, and I
and
I kind of agree with it. I think if you're going to show up, it's like going golfing. You're not allowed to wear whatever you want.
Yeah, I have that thing. In a
Council course in Limerick who can wear a tracksuit.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of courses now are
Yeah.
gone like fucking wear what you want, and I like tradition with stuff.
I do as well, yeah.
And I was saying it like I love like buying golf clothes and stuff like that because I have this thing that when I feel properly dressed for it, I feel like it makes me feel better.
Confident.
I play better. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a uniform.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't stand walking out onto the course in fucking tracksuit or anything like that.
If you're going bad, you may as well look good.
Yeah.
But
And
of
do you know
course,
what?
if guys want to, like, if it makes them feel better playing a tracksuit and they're comfortable, fair enough. But I like the idea of tradition.
Yeah,
like the
I
idea
do.
of
I
stuff.
think
And each to their own.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it can, like, you can say the same about truck driving. Like, I know lads who take the truck out on a Sunday evening or a Monday morning or whatever. That truck won't see a drop of water until the following Saturday when the lads in the yard wash it. Yeah. But then there's the likes of yourself and myself. I won't go down the road with a dirty truck.
Yeah.
I will not. And it's probably the same as wearing traditional clothes or something. I want to be seen as
I got-
it being
I
well.
was
Like.
gonna-
be respectable. Yeah.
Tegan, you had something you wanted to spin back around there and say about the OnlyFans thing.
I can't even remember now. You had me
Put that
sidetracked.
black thing up to your face, you may remember.
That's how it all starts.
Yeah, the closer that gets, the more money you make.
I know, like, I'd sooner go out, you know, for the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's great to have the confidence to be able to post yourself like that and put yourself out, make a name, like, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go out and make an honest day and do my work and show exactly in the life, kind of,
Yeah.
from start to finish. If you want to put up a video from
Yeah.
the time you wake up, do little clips throughout the day of what your work entails. But, like, would you not rather go out and show it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something you might get into doing? You
I'd
see
love to
Gemma
have
Warren.
confidence.
Did you see Gemma Warren
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Becky Giles? And like Becky Giles, even she said she doesn't have the confidence.
Yeah.
She'll do it on YouTube, but when she's at the truck shows with people, she won't bring out the camera because she's too shy to do it.
Yeah.
Is that something you might think about getting into?
I'd love to do it, but the same as that, confidence and
Yeah, but
It
I
is
think
a
nobody has to
big
know.
confidence thing. Like, I mean, I kind of go through phases with Snapchat here and there, like, where I'll post a lot sometimes, but I never really post myself.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'll post the truck or what I'm doing or where I'm
Yeah.
going or all that kind of stuff. And it gets a reaction, like,
Yeah.
especially from some people, like, especially when you put up something at, 2:30 on a Sunday morning
Yeah.
and you're leaving the yard and people are like, what the fuck is
I
wrong
was
with
only
you?
asleep.
Yeah.
Well, I find it would be slightly more interesting from your take on it because you're a new woman into this
Yeah.
industry
Yeah.
and
You're only
stuff like that.
23. And like, there's not many companies that will take somebody under 25 anyway.
Yeah.
So it could be interesting if you did. And like, you have the camera, you have control. You've controlled what people
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
If you record something you don't like it, nobody has to see it. So maybe it's something that you should think about, like just start and record little bits and pieces and put it together, put it on YouTube, make a TikTok with it if it's only a couple of minutes. It's something you should probably think about.
'Cause you were said already you have a TikTok. Do you post stuff on your TikTok or?
Small bit. I only have the odd few videos there, but like I did a video one evening. I was absolutely burnt to the crisp there last summer, and dying. But I just did a start to the finish of how you milk,
Yeah.
and the reaction I got off it, like I got a good few comments of, there's a job there if you want it in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
this is-
fair play to you, women and all.
But like
All
that-
right, because I was just about to ask. That wasn't a guy saying there's a job there for you in the morning. Is it?
yeah, it's milking cows.
Yeah, you want milking cows. He wasn't looking for you to milk cows.
But like that, like I do think we need more ambassadors like that in the ladies' end of it to
Yeah.
show them and tell them like there is a great job at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like I have to say, like there's a friend of mine, Jessica Cully. She's only 17, and she's after going off, got her car license. Like, and she just wanted her license, and she rang the other day and says, "I'll take a cancellation anywhere in the country." And she got an at loan, and that loan's a shithole to drive her.
Yeah.
And she got her license first time.
Yeah.
Fair
And I
play.
tell
like.
you, as soon as she can, she'll get her rigid license and she'll get her Arctic license, and she wants
Yeah.
like to follow in your footsteps, going into working with lorries.
Yeah.
And she's as good as a digger like you are, because you've done a lot with digger work and
Yeah.
other like machinery as well.
Yeah, so somebody like her could see content from
Yeah.
you as an older person to her and really get her
And
to go
inspiration
there.
out of it. You know, and fair play to Jess, I'm delighted for her.
Yeah.
Because she wanted
I think
it.
the
and-
biggest thing you need is a strong mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you wanted it, like I did since I was little, like I had to work a year before I could go working on sites with my father
Yeah.
and absolutely grind and proved I was going to stay at it. And then when I got in there, that was my
Was your backbone of it all.
backbone.
Yeah.
The doors opened everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I went and done the healthcare course as a traineeship. Like I can go work in nursing home.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
It's something you could see yourself doing.
yeah, like that was always the keep the mammy happy kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, a backbone.
Ha-
Yeah.
That's going to be
Have something to
later
fall back
on that I can fall back on.
Yeah.
You know, if the back
And it is
ever-
always good to have that safety
Yeah.
net behind
But could you see yourself doing it?
I loved it, but I always got too attached
Yeah.
to the people. They became my family, and then, you know,
Yeah.
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 Fair
It was
enough,
hard.
then, Yeah.
It does
So
become
you're
hard
telling
then,
me you
yeah.
were written into 7 wills before you
yeah.
finished.
And just to let you know, if your nanny or mother ever says they don't have a favourite, they always do.
Always do.
The,
Oh, yeah.
the ones in the
We
nursing
know.
home told me they always have a favourite child.
Always.
Yeah. They won't admit it though.
They'll never tell their own family, but they'll tell everyone
Yeah,
else.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Everyone.
But like, just go and do it. You just have to have that drive behind you, a good support system.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for my yow lad, I wouldn't be half what I am today.
And do you reckon you'd be fairly good at and this is a question to any that would do social media, do you reckon you'd be fairly good at taking shit from fucking comments and messages and whatever, because it's such a big part of it?
Well, if anyone knows me, I'm bad on the phone, so I don't be looking at it half the time.
I sent Tegan a message on Sunday. She still hasn't opened it.
He has to ring me to
And I
make
ring her, yeah. She'll answer and she'll ring you back.
Yeah,
Send her a
always.
message. Not a fucking hope.
No.
Send her a Snapchat. She might open it. She
might
might
open
open it, or
it.
she might respond.
Sure, it was like the day you closed the tunnel. I sent you that snap at 6:30 in the morning, and I got a response from you the following day.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
And if it was anyone,
Thanks, I have it sorted.
Yeah.
if it was a lot of other people, I'd say, fair enough. You, no bother. Yeah. I'm not surprised she's not replying. But she's honestly tell you, ring me. And there's one, we're down Tremor. I was trying to ring her, wouldn't answer. I said, you wouldn't fucking answer the phone. You didn't fucking ring me. And she looked for, oh yeah, 2 missed calls.
It was on silent. No, but you just have to have good mindset if you wanted. Work hard for it. There is ways. Like, a lot of people now, they're like, oh, why would I go driving? And that's between men and women.
But the one thing, when you have your license, there's always work for drivers.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And a driver that'll work hard,
Yeah.
you'll never be out of a day's work.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to fellas there in the last couple of weeks, and the shortage of tractor drivers around.
Yeah.
And I was saying to lads, I said, but how many young fellas and young ladies do you know that are happy to get up at 4:00 in the morning and not see home again until 10 or 11 o'clock at night? They're few and far between. Like.
Yeah.
There is a few, but very few.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
few.
And there's a lot less than there used to be.
Those ones are like kids that just grew up dreaming of being in these tractors
Yeah.
or whatever.
But it's,
I see it around our area. There's a lot of young lads, and they love tractors and they'll drive with it. And there's a great group around, say, Edenderry, and they just love it.
Yeah.
And they'll work day and night for it. They don't care.
but then for every one of them, there's another young person that
To see
is
the limelight.
quite happy to go and work for 3 hours a day above in Centra and it gives them just enough pocket money for a few pints the weekend.
Yeah,
And they're like,
yeah.
sure, this is good enough. But it's like that getting into any industry, but haulage in particular. Like you said, if you have the license, you'll get work.
Yeah.
But if you're the one that says, I'll do that work, I'll do that job, I'll get it done, I will get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and run until the fucking card sets fire. You will never be out of a day's work, and you'll be well paid for it.
And a lot of people will say, "Oh, I can't get a job because I'm under 25 because
Yeah.
insurance won't."
That's bollocks.
It's bollocks.
There's
Because
plenty of companies.
if you go in, like even like when I started with Buggy, obviously they're like, "Will it work out or not?" Like that's every boss. Like you're young. we're
Everybody's
ta-
on probation when
Yeah.
they first get fucking in. Yeah.
and like they took the risk, and it worked out.
Yeah.
Like-
Ryan's are a great company for
Yeah.
trying young drivers. They'll give anyone a chance. You know, Buggy's another one. He's got a great reputation for giving people a
Yeah.
chance. You know, and
But
there's,
you
and there's
have to
plenty
go
around.
out and prove yourself.
You're
Like
not going to get handed everything. Like,
yeah,
No.
like obviously the first week or two, whatever, there's a bit of lenience. You're getting used to it.
yeah.
Get used to the size of your truck or whatever. But after that, push yourself on more and more and improve every day. Every day is a school day.
Yeah. 100%.
Like even I talk to lads twice my age who are nearly over retirement age, still driving, and they're like, I'm still learning.
You always learn.
100%.
Always learn.
Yeah.
Same, but I was in the horse industry. You'll never know everything.
Yeah.
You'll learn every day.
I'd sooner go out and pretend I know nothing and learn off a new thing.
Yeah.
It's the best way to be.
But
Yeah.
Pretend you know nothing.
Do you think employers are getting more into they're getting more reasonable about it, having lady employees?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. There was a time. Now I've only heard the stories, but there was a time in Martin Ryan's where the lad says, "We're never taking on another woman driver, never," because I heard the story. They had one years ago, and there was nothing wrong with her. She was fine and all that, but never had a women's toilets. Never had like a woman's changing rooms.
Yeah.
Nothing. Had to put all these things in. And said no, I'm not going to the hassle of it now. And we've had, even since I've been there, I've only been there 2.5 years. A rake of women drivers coming through. Do you know? And it's a sign of the times, and times are changing. And employers, whether they have or they haven't so far, they're going to have to get on board.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's
But
no.
not even besides the point of having the girls' toilets or showers, whatever. I'd share with any lad once it's clean
Respectful.
and respectful to be able to go in and sit on the toilet seat, you know?
Yeah.
Not to be going in and nearly wanting to come back out in a hazmat suit, like.
And those places do
Yeah,
exist.
and those places exist. Even some of the filling stations you go into
Oh Jesus!
and you're looking at them.
So you've experienced that yesterday?
No, I didn't have experience there yesterday. They were actually very clean there yesterday. The poor man nearly lost his life when he see us coming in.
But yeah. But I think, thank you very much, guys, for coming on. And fair play to you. I'm delighted to have you.
Thanks for having
So
us.
Thanks for having me.
that's episode 4 of the Truckers Bible podcast. Everyone, make sure you like, subscribe, fucking thumbs up, all that shit you have to do to help us make
Anyway,
this
you can
podcast
shove a
grow.
thumb through it.
Yes.
And if any women have any questions or
Yeah.
drop questions, or
Send them to
Send
me
a
and
message.
we'll put them on to Tegan and we'll do it on the Snapchat, or I meet up with Tegan, we'll do an Instagram live or Snapchat live or
Yeah.
something or whatever. So yeah. Guys,
just
thank you
don't
very
be
much.
afraid to go for it.
Go for
That's
it.
the quote
You have
tonight.
to go for it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to go for it.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, everybody.